Hello, and welcome to another edition of Cold Can Reviews. I'm your host Ian, and today we're going to be trying Amy's Vegetarian Organic Refried Beans. Now these are health refried beans, so as you can see, all the ingredients are labeled organic. It's all non-GMO, and they're in a BPA-free lining. So they're supposed to be healthy and good for you. They are incredibly expensive. I spent almost $5 for this can, which is the most I've ever spent on a canned good. So hopefully they taste good. They're supposed to be mild with green chilies, so hopefully there's some good flavoring in there. Let's get this open up. Now these have a pull tab on it, as you can see. It's supposed to be a nice easy, you pull it open. I might use it. I'm kind of curious if it's stronger steel than normal, and if I can even open it with my P38. So I'm going to attempt to open it with the P38, so might stop though. We'll have to see. And it does say shake it before opening, so I'm going to give it a good shake. There's not very much space in this can. I can't imagine that shook it very much, but we're gonna give this a try. Let's see if we can get it to start. Oh, there it is. A little hiss coming out of there too. Yeah, this is gonna be proving to be incredibly difficult. I'm just gonna use the pull tab. Alright, let's see if I can get a nice view of this as it opens. There we are. Okay. I'm curious. This doesn't look good. I'm trying to get to focus here. It's very solid. I was afraid there was going to be a lot of fat separation. This is kind of worse than what I expected, honestly. I am very curious to how this turns out. It smells really good though. There's a really strong scent coming off of it, of just refried beans. Smells like being in like a Mexican restaurant or anything like that. It's good. It smells great. Let's find out how it tastes. Alrighty, let's see if we can get some good. It's soft. It's mushy. Straight up refried beans, that's for sure. Let's try it. That's not bad. That's actually really good. It tastes really good. It tastes like refried beans. There's good flavor to it. It's like if you would have refried beans at a restaurant. I can kind of taste the chilies. They're not all that strong. I wouldn't necessarily label this mild. It's just kind of, I don't know, I feel like mild entails some amount of spice, but not a lot of it, and there's not very much spice at all. So, well, I'm gonna keep eating. In this bite here, you can see that there is a little green chili there. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera well. I know there's a lot of light and it takes a while to focus. That is the chili. I guess they're kind of minced out, so maybe this bite will be more spicy than the other ones. You can definitely taste it. It's not strong. They're not a spicy chili by any means. I mean, it is just supposed to be green chilies, but they're not hot. I mean, you could definitely have this as if you were like a little kid. It wouldn't mess up like a baby or anything like that. It's not too spicy for them. You're supposed to heat them in a microwave at least. That does say ready to serve, so I mean they're good to eat. It's definitely very, very tasty. If I was in a situation where I needed to eat canned food, man, I would love to have these. This is definitely worth the $5 I spent on it. Alright, I'm trying to show you this, but the deeper we get into the can, the less mush it gets and the more sludge it gets. It's getting a little bit more liquidy down at the bottom, if you can see. I'm curious if there will be liquids at the bottom. There's also a lot of chunks that like aren't mashed up a lot like refried beans usually are. There's a lot of full kidney beans in there. But that's alright, I don't mind it. Gives you a little different change in texture. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep eating. I can't get over how good of a flavor this is. It's a really good flavor. It tastes a lot like just normal refried beans. It's very good. It's very moist. but I still kind of wish I had a drink to go with it, based mainly on the sheer amount of it that's in this can. If you were trying to live off these cans, this would be enough for a day. You could definitely portion this well, and you could live off of one of these a day. I'll actually be kind of pushing myself a little bit to finish this whole thing, because there's just a huge amount of compressed beans in here, and they're really good. It's a pleasure to eat this. Woo! There's a lot of refried beans. It's definitely getting harder and harder to get through this, and I was pretty hungry at the start, and I could eat a lot. They're just so compact that they pack a lot of punch. Oh my gosh. This is only half a cup. So half a cup of refried beans in here, and it's a lot. This would easily last you all day, or maybe 2 of these a day. But they are very good. You're definitely gonna want some sort of liquid to go with it though, because it is kind of dehydrating to the mouth. But these definitely fill you up. A lot of protein in it too, so good energy. As you can see, I have finished the can. See if I can get a good shot in the can. Yeah, there you go. It was a lot of food. That was probably the most filling meal from a can I've ever had. If you were to do this, I would really recommend like eating half of it and putting it away, or just saving it. There's no rush. You don't need to eat the whole thing. I don't think there's anything bad about eating the whole thing. The nutrition facts are pretty basic. It's not like you're going to overdose on sodium or anything like that if you eat it. It is, like I said, 3.5 servings per container. So I mean, you're looking at close to your daily amount of dietary fiber, but the sodium's low, the fats are low. You're not in any risk from eating a huge amount of this compared to like tuna with the omega-3 content and such. It's also got a lot of stamps at the bottom here of certified organic, certified vegan, kosher, recyclable. Very nice. Very sustainable company. They have more flavors of these that I definitely want to check out, because this is, like I said before, this is the green chili version. And I know they have a lot of different ones that I definitely want to try, because these were really good. Yeah, I'm happy with how this came out. Okay, I'm done eating. Time to get on to the reviewing of this, the rating of this. I give it a solid 9 out of 10 for taste. It was really good. I'm very happy with how it tastes. I was afraid that it was going to taste really bad because it wouldn't be hot. I think it could taste a little better hot, but definitely not needed. It was really good as room temperature. I wouldn't try it cold. Cold, like refrigerated cold might be weird because it might cause some fat separation, which I was actually worried about at the beginning with this. I thought the top was going to be a nice white layer of fat that I was going to have to eat through, but it wasn't. It was good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. As far as smell goes, it was pleasant. It wasn't anything crazy. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Just a basic score, because I mean it was okay, but I really didn't smell much of it the entire time. Compared to like some things that have negative smells, which is where that score comes from, if you're wondering. It's a 10 isn't it's smelling really good. It's smelling really good in comparison to what it is. So like, if a tuna smelled like nice daisies and flowers, then it would be a 10, because that's way better than expected. But if it smelled like fish, it would just be a 5. But this is just refried beans, and it smelled like a little bit like refried beans and nothing. So 5 would be fine for this. Just to explain that. As far as efficiency goes, really high efficiency. I mean, it was $5 a can, which is kind of expensive, but it would fill you up one of these a day, or 2 if you were really pushing it. Definitely giving it like a 8 out of 10 for efficiency, because it would fill you up really well. It would work great in backpacking situations. It wasn't heavy. I don't think it was all that much weight. 15 ounces, so it is a little a little heavy, but still very good. Definitely something you can keep in your car. I don't think it has a very, I mean, this one might have a decently, no, it has a multiple year expiration date. I was curious as if, because it's all that organic stuff, if it had a shorter expiration date, but it's years in advance. So that's fine. This was great. Overall, 8 out of 10. I think it was very good. I would definitely have it again. I would definitely put it in my collection of, I have when I'm hungry for canned food, I just eat some canned food. I would definitely put it in there. Yeah, I'm very happy. So thanks for watching another episode of Cold Can Reviews. I'm your host Ian, and I'll see you next time.